Alright, ladies and gents, we have made it to the Utility Construction Expo. We are just getting started day one. This is Wednesday for us, but we got the Dirty Digging in the house here behind me. We're fixing to go see what happens and what we can get into. This guy right here, he's a little crazy on equipment. Watch that bucket, watch it. Come on, Ed, you can do better than that, Ed. What's up, buddy?
I thought that was you when you walked by. Try not to knock any fences down, you know what I mean?
Yeah, don't knock no fences down. They're perfect. I have to pay for them.
Oh, I've never heard that.
What's up, Easy? You doing all right, man?
Great, how about you?
Oh, doing finer than frog here. This is Catherine and Jarrett. I don't know if you guys met before or not.
Brandon, nice to meet you.
All right, ladies and gents, got some sad, disappointing news. We have ordered new microphones for our cameras. They didn't work out quite the way we wanted it to. We didn't get very many clips through this whole event that had the standard audio in it. Microphone failure here. It's totally on me. I ordered this. I had tried it out in the shop. It had been working fine. No issues. But, of course, as all else would go, the day of the show, it's a big fail for S.O.T. Metalworks on the audio. But we're going to voice these over the best we can. I want to get some clips in here because all the fine folks that showed up for the meet and greet and all that. And I just really want to get some of this stuff out there. It has been a cool deal. So here in the Sandy booth, these fine folks had like some of the most equipment at the show. It was cool. Their booth was packed. Now, they weren't the biggest booth at the show, but they did, by far, fit the most stuff in one little area. And it was pretty cool to see. Some fine-looking equipment here in this booth. Hadn't heard a lot about this company and don't see a lot of it around this area, but it was some fine-looking stuff. So, yeah, we venture on over. We went over to the Ditch Witch booth. And as always, at this Utility Expo, they have one of the biggest booths there is. And they've got the Super Witch. And if you guys haven't checked that joker out, you need to. They do demonstration shows about 3 times a day. I think we're sitting on somewhere in the neighborhood, 1,800 horsepower, something like that. They're popping wheelies, driving this joker for all she's worth. And it's a fun time when this one's out and about, that's for sure. So you guys make sure you check it out if you ever go to this show. It's pretty cool. Bad boy right there. Holy cow. T10 made in America. That's what I'm talking about. Damn good looking trencher. They've been working hard. I think they've been playing just about as much as they've been working. They've got a pretty cool booth setup going on. Quite a few attachments up here. All right, guys, this is pretty cool clip at the AMI booth. This was pretty interesting. Got Dirty Digging on the machine there. He is fixing to do something that we heard at the time only one other big professional at the show got to do. So Let's Dig did a little something, kind of started this at the AMI booth. Mr. Dirt Perfect himself, I'm not going to throw him under the bus or anything, may or may not have completed this challenge, but then Dirty Digging took over. He may or may have not have completed the challenge, but you're going to have to wait and see at the end of this clip. It's pretty cool. So he's getting his post set up there and everything. I believe Chris kind of, Let's Dig 18 kind of started this, which was pretty funny. The guys at the AMI booth were just great to talk to. Wish I'd have got a little more audio going over everything. It was fantastic of them to sit there, spend time with us, and just hang out like just regular everyday folks. It was fantastic. But, yeah, Jared's fixing to take this railroad tie here and try to perch it on top of this post. Got to get it just centered just so and see how everything works, but he does a pretty good job at it. Jared is Dirty Digging is a pretty phenomenal operator here. I'm sorry, I'm watching just as much as you guys are. He's pretty daggone nifty on some equipment. I will give him props. If you guys remember, Dirt Perfect had that challenge. It's on our table, Excavator Challenge. Dirty Digging got second to none other than Dirt Perfect. And it's been kind of a big deal. It's been pretty cool to watch those two kind of banter back and forth when it comes to these challenges and stuff. But wish we'd got some video of Let's Dig 18 and Dirt Perfect on here. Of course, this was the day before the show. They were busy, and so was everybody else. But it was pretty cool. So there you go, sitting it on there, made the big T, good to go. Got the railroad tie sitting on the post, and apparently there wasn't but one other guy who did that. So good job, Jarrett. Good job.
It's moved from the AMI booth. We over at the John Deere booth over here, getting ready to check out some of this fine looking equipment. That was some pretty cool stuff here today. Not a little different setup than I had a couple years ago. Not too tremendously terrible. Get in here and get signed up, see who we can see and who can't see on a piece of equipment. You probably won't see me because it's hard for me to record myself.
All right, ladies and gents, got the attachment, the dozer blade attachment for the skid steer here. I thought this was a pretty cool setup they had going on. Not sure how handy this would be on a regular everyday basis, but in some small compact areas where you need to do a little hard dozing, this would be pretty cool. The dirt setup they got here has been worked over several times, so not sure how good it is cutting, but we will see what this brings in the future. Pretty cool deal. So we moved over around Altech's booth and stuff like that. They had every bucket truck imaginable to man over there, and it was fantastic to see. A lot of stuff going on over there. And then, of course, we, none other than the Hyundai booth, had to go check these fine folks out and see what was going on. And, of course, this is Wednesday, the day before the show, so they're asking everybody questions. We're talking to everybody, figuring out what tomorrow's going to bring. And we may or may not have met some fine, outstanding folks while we were there. All right, guys, got to meet Diesel Creek while we were at the show Wednesday, too. I tell you, even those YouTubers get starstruck from time to time. So it was cool, extremely cool, meeting him and his missus. It was a fun time, I tell you what. All right, what's going on, YouTube? The meet and greet day has arrived. We are here bright and early. I think we beat everybody here, but we are ready to get after it, meet some fine, outstanding individuals, talk to some other channels, and see just what's going to happen. All right, ladies and gents, here's another failed audio recording, but I did get you a little visual here with the video, so we'll do a voiceover, and what we're going over here is all the flags. If you guys pay attention to these flags, each individual flag had the YouTuber's logo on it, and it was a pretty cool deal for Hyundai to come up with these and do this for us. Everybody got to stand by their flag. There was no guessing who people were or anything like that, so made for a fun time, that's for sure. And that's a little souvenir to take home with you and remember the show by. That it was just something amazing that Hyundai did for us. If you notice, their Dirt Perfect flag may or may not have been missing. May got jumbled up. It may have got left out on the counter. Some people thought it was free stuff. We'll let him see if he can tell a story behind that. But he will get one eventually. It was just MIA at the show. But all the great people that attended this event were awesome. Just awesome, fine folks. But you can see S.O.T. Metalworks has got their flag there on the end. Did that strategically down here next to the canopy, so I had good shade to stand under. Worked out pretty good. A big shout out to all the creators that took time out of their busy schedule to do this event with us. It takes a lot to get an event like this together. As you can see, all the fine subscribers and folks out there right now, it takes a lot to do this. Miss S.O.T. was a big part of it. Dirt Perfect was a tremendous amount to it. And Hyundai, just to open up like they did to us, their booth at the Utility Expo and let us take it over like this was phenomenal. Outstanding. Couldn't ask for better fine folks, that's for sure. But yeah, we're standing up here in this little clip. Let's Dig 18 may have made us what a semi-stage here, as we would call it. Piled some dirt up for us. We're all getting up here. Dirt Perfect's announcing everybody to come up there. Cool deal. So you can see Jason Works a lot's working the live stream audio. We were a little bit down on Wi-Fi. Didn't have tremendously great service. There were some other ones that tried to go live, I think. But there was just not enough service here locally to push a bunch of that out stuff out for you guys. And we hate that. We wanted to be able to do a little bit more, but we were limited on our stuff. So it's just, sometimes it's hard at these events. But this is our first one. We've really gotten together, guys. Things will get more streamlined. Things will get more perfect. Dirt perfect, I guess you'd say. But you see Logger Wade making his entrance there. That's it's always a fun event. But maybe things like this down the road will be more readily available for everybody, and we can do it. So Miss S.O.T's giving Dirt Perfect some instructions there. You can see the die cast he's holding up. Big shout out to Hyundai. They gave away, I believe it was 20 of these die cast models for Q&A questions that we had going on. That was phenomenal of them to do that. That's a pretty cool deal. So some people went home with some pretty cool prizes, and it was just a fun time all the way around. So got us all standing up there. Got to meet all our favorite YouTubers. You can see Dirt Perfect's got a few stickers on his back there. I don't know where those come from, Todd. All right, so the biggest shout out I want to give for this whole show, and, you know, there were a lot of people that got this together, but the biggest shout out I want to give is all the subscribers and all the fine folks, friends and family that came and attended this event. You guys are like family to us. It means the world to us. Without you guys, we would not have our channels. No one would watch and no one would care. You guys make this worth doing 110% all the time. Everything we do and strive to do is for you guys. It's not about everything else. It's about you guys and having fun with you guys, getting to meet you guys. Hopefully, we get to do more events like this. Big shout out to you fine folks. It was amazing meeting you guys. And the ones that didn't get to attend or meet, guys, hopefully later on down the road, we're going to have more stuff like this, and it's going to be a fun time for everybody to get to enjoy. So thank you guys, and we greatly, greatly appreciate it.
All right, everybody, so hopefully you got a little sneak peeks of the Utility Expo there. Got to see some of the fine equipment and stuff that's out and about. Hopefully everybody was excited at all the stuff on a YouTube meet and greet. Met some fine, outstanding people. Can't thank everybody enough for showing up. All the subscribers that showed up, all the YouTube channels, and all the extra YouTube channels. That was just phenomenal. Big shout out to Dirt Perfect. Big shout out to Hyundai for incorporating all that stuff and getting everything together for us. Also, big shout out to the wife, Miss S.O.T. Metalworks. Can't thank her enough for all the hard work she did. And if you guys are not subscribed to her channel, make sure you get over there and do that. We're going to cut on out of here. We've got some extra partying curricular activities to attend. So we're going to get busy with it. We've got some stuff we want to do now. You guys have been fantastic. Y'all be safe, be careful, and as always, remember, work smarter, not harder. We'll catch y'all later.